સાચા સુખિયા થવાનું મારું શમણું આજ પડે।
इतिहास में पहली बार अमेरिका में जन्म लेने वाले भाई बहन संयम मार्ग ग्रहण करने उत्सुक हुए हैं। विदेश से दान करने वाले दानवीरों को देखा होगा, विदेश में रहकर तप करने वाले तपस्वियों को देखा होगा, मगर विदेश की धरती पर जन्म लेकर प्रभु वीर के मार्ग पर कदम बढ़ाने उत्सुक हुए मुमुक्षुओं की दीक्षा का यह पहेला प्रसंग इतिहास के सुवर्ण पृष्ठ पर अंकित होने जा रहा है। सुनिए यह दिल धड़क कहानी उनकी ही जुबानी से।
Pranam, I'm Karan and this is my sister Tanya.
My brother and I were both born in America and we spent half our childhoods there. But now we've traveled so far that we've come to India all the way to take Diksha at Guru's hands. So how did this incredible transformation take place? Brother and I were born in America and we spent half our childhoods there. And yet today we are both going to take Diksha. So how did this monumental change come about? How did we go from living in a land where not one sadhu or sadhiji outside the sea to coming to India and taking Diksha ourselves? It all began through God's grace. We received a Gurudin. His name is Acharya Bhagwan. Let us listen to Shripalji outside. And let me offer you a glimpse into our story so that you know how it all began.
When I was 6 years old, my mom was watching a YouTube video. I took a glimpse and got lots of questions in my mind. I asked, who is the person speaking? She replied that he is a very great Acharya Bhagwan and he is Ratnaworld Srishwarji Maharaj. I also got some other questions like, when do you take Diksha and what are you supposed to do in it? My mother was surprised by these questions and thought that there must be some connection between me and Gurudev. Whenever my mom watches pravachan, I go and bow down to my Gurudevs. But at that time I did not know that I will be devoting my whole life to him.
Our chance to get closer to our Pujya Gurudev Shri came a lot sooner than we expected. After watching these pravachans of Gurudev, my parents held discussions. They talked about how living in America was posing lots of risks to my brother and my cultural values, our religious values. And so they took the necessary decision and told us one day that we were going to move to India. And so in the May of 2016, we moved to Mumbai, India.
In our first night at Mumbai, at my grandma's house, we stayed awake because of jet lag. But in the morning, my grandma gave me a nice surprise and said that there is a great Acharya Bhagwan arriving today. We all went to his pravachan and it turned out to be none other than Dev Sri Ratnaworld Srishwarji Maharaj. After the pravachan, we went up to bow down to Gurudev, but there were lots of people around him. But still I made my way through all of them and said to Gurudev that I want to take Diksha from you. At that time I was just 9 years old. A much wonderful surprise after that. We were going to move to Vadodara and my father asked Gurudev that when did you do a Chaturmas in Vadodara? And he replied that next year we will be having a Chaturmas there. During the Vadodara Chaturmas, every Saturday and Sunday I go and bow down to him and receive his blessing. I would stay in the Upastre and learn some sutras and even play some games with other kids or psychics. And when the Chumaso was coming to an end, another event came. There was an Ukkantap in Karan-Tanya in December and Gurudev said to fill all 4 pots for us.
I had already received a wonderful Gurudev, but what I didn't know was that in Kalikam, I would meet the second person who would change my life forever. When we went to the Ukkantap, my brother immediately rushed over to stay in the Vashe with the Sadhu Vajrayags. And I was jealous. I wanted to stay with the Sadhuji Vajrayags too. So I met a Sadhuji for the first time who is deeply dedicated to Puja Gurudev Shri, and I stayed with her for the remaining Ukkantap. When I met the Sadhuji Maharaj, I didn't know anything about. I didn't know that she was a valiant Sadhviji who would be hard and after the whole chaturmasas in place that saw very few sadhu or Sadhvijis. I didn't know that she would so readily accept me as her disciple, even though I had numerous flaws in me, and that she would painstakingly remove every flaw from me. I didn't know then that she would become my eternally loving, caring, compassionate Guruji. Her name is Puja Sadhviji Shri Sambek Niti Shri Jumalat Sai, and I know now, not then but now I'm sure, that I receive her only through Gurudev's divine grace.
Through God's grace and Guru's blessings, we could finish the Udhanta very easily and made her mild. I really enjoyed staying there with the Sahibjis and I really missed it. I could remember crying in my mother's lap while returning home. But I did not know that in the next occasion my mom and dad will allow us to go back there and stay for a while. And finally my parents, seeing that me and my sister's desire for taking Diksha was firm and unwavering, they gave us permission to leave school. I was in 10th grade and my sister was in the 12th grade at that time.
Both my brother and me lived with our respective gurus for around 2 years, and in training we learned how to do bhai, swadhyay, seva, and much more. Our Guru Bhagwans tirelessly guided us through each step, and they loved us, cared for us, and nurtured us as no one but a Guru can. And not only that, but our groups were extremely supportive and compassionate of us as well. So the experience both me and my brother had was indescribably enjoyable.
On April 11th, 2023, we were given the biggest surprise ever. Gurudev said yes to come and do vihar and stay at our house for one night. On that day, Gurudev gave pravachan and also gave us permission to take Diksha in front of my family. The auspicious date of our Diksha is Osh Sud Chodas January 24th, 2024.
In Dhulia, Maharashtra. It's truly the never-ending grace that Pujya Gurudev Shri has showered upon us from before we even met him that has led us so far on this life-changing journey. And that is why, on behalf of all 7 Dikshatris, we would like to extend our warm invitation to you to attend our Diksha. Give us your blessings so that we may live a pure and dedicated life under our Gurudevs. Thank you.
Thank you.
ખુશીનો ખજાનો મળે ધવલ વેશને રંગવા હવે